Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Telescope. I am Azim, and I am very happy that you are learning English with us today.
Hello, everyone. I am Saba. Today, we are going to talk about a very important real-life situation. Imagine you are sick and you need to visit a doctor in an English-speaking country.
Yes, this can be a stressful situation for many English learners. Sometimes we know exactly what pain we have, but we don't know how to explain it clearly in English.
Exactly. And when you cannot explain your symptoms properly, the doctor might not fully understand what you are feeling.
But the good news is that you don't need very complicated English. Just a few clear and simple sentences can help you communicate with a doctor effectively.
So today, we will practice some natural conversations that people use when visiting a doctor.
Let's imagine the situation together. You have been feeling sick since yesterday. Maybe you have a headache and your body feels very weak.
In that situation, the first step is usually making a doctor's appointment. You might call the clinic or speak to the receptionist.
You can start with a very polite sentence like this. Hello, I would like to make an appointment with a doctor because I am not feeling well.
That sentence is simple but very clear. The receptionist will understand that you need medical help.
The receptionist might ask you a follow-up question like this. Can you tell me what symptoms you are experiencing?
Now you need to describe your symptoms. For example, you can say, I have been feeling very tired, and I also have a headache and a mild fever.
Notice that sentence. It explains more than one symptom, and it sounds very natural.
Yes. And sometimes the receptionist will also ask how long you have been feeling this way.
You can answer like this. I started feeling sick yesterday evening, and the headache has been getting worse today.
That gives the doctor useful information about the duration of your symptoms.
Now, let's imagine you arrive at the doctor's office, and the doctor starts asking questions.
The doctor might begin with a friendly question like this. Hello, how are you feeling today?
You can respond honestly. For example, I am not feeling very well today. I have a strong headache, and my body feels very weak.
Then the doctor might ask you to explain your symptoms in more detail.
The doctor might say, Can you describe the pain you are feeling?
You can answer like this. The pain is mostly in my head, especially around my forehead, and sometimes it feels like pressure.
That kind of description helps the doctor understand the exact nature of your pain.
Doctors also often ask about the intensity of the pain.
For example, the doctor might say, on a scale from 1 to 10, how strong is the pain?
You could respond like this. I would say the pain is around 7. It becomes worse when I move or when I try to concentrate.
That is a very clear way to describe pain intensity.
Another important thing is describing where the pain is located.
For example, you might say, I feel a sharp pain in my stomach, especially after I eat something.
Or you might say, my throat feels sore and it hurts when I swallow.
Doctors might also ask if you have other symptoms, like coughing, dizziness, or nausea.
For example, the doctor might ask, do you also feel dizzy or tired?
You can answer like this. Yes, I feel very tired, and sometimes I feel a little dizzy when I stand up.
Another possible question is about coughing.
The doctor might ask, have you been coughing a lot?
You can say, yes, I have been coughing quite frequently, especially during the night.
That sentence gives the doctor useful information about when the symptom happens.
Sometimes doctors also ask about appetite.
They might say, "Have you been eating normally?"
You can answer like this. Not really. I haven't had much appetite since yesterday.
That means you do not feel like eating much food.
Now, let's imagine a short, full conversation between a patient and a doctor.
"Hello, doctor. Thank you for seeing me today."
You're welcome. Tell me, what seems to be the problem?
"I have been feeling unwell for the past 2 days. I have a headache, a mild fever, and my throat feels sore."
I see. When did the symptoms start exactly?
The headache started yesterday morning, and the sore throat began later in the evening.
Is the headache constant, or does it come and go?
It comes and goes, but when it comes, it feels quite strong.
Do you also have a cough or any difficulty breathing?
I have a slight cough, but breathing is normal.
All right. Thank you for explaining your symptoms clearly.
You see, that conversation was not complicated at all.
Yes, the key is to describe your symptoms clearly and calmly.
Talk about what you feel, where the pain is, how strong it is, and how long it has been happening.
When you use clear and simple sentences, doctors can understand your condition much better.
And that makes the whole medical visit easier and less stressful.
Remember, communication is very important when it comes to health.
So practice these sentences and try to imagine real situations.
The more you practice, the more confident you will feel speaking English.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
We hope this conversation helps you in real-life situations.
If you enjoy learning English with us, don't forget to subscribe to English Telescope.
See you in the next lesson with another useful English conversation.
Take care of yourself and stay healthy.